Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
He's wanted for murder. He's going away for life.
He's actually not wanted for murder. We just want to talk with him.
Talk?
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's
Must
one
be
of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
It must be a prostitute if I had to guess the way she reacted to that.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Who lives behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go.
I'm having a breakthrough. Who lives in apartment number 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again, breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
That's all, thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Thanks, I'm off.
Inexplicable feminist agenda. There is something you need to see, sir. We found the remnants of an ancient artifact lodged in your hypothalamus. It is a cylindrical object, piss-weathered and smelling of liquor. The paint is peeling off, but you can clearly make out the letters Revolutionary Feminist Agenda on the hull. It appears that some time ago, before you became a joke, you were an actual feminist. Somehow you've come to that conclusion. Perhaps you can work your way back.
Could evolve into RFA, but would have to quit drugs to get there. I don't like that. I don't want to quit drugs. The revolutionary feminist agenda. So I guess if I got my shit together, I could do some real good. But I don't think I'm going to get my shit together. Their mailbox is overflowing. Alright, well that explains why they were so sheepish and didn't want to talk to me. They're not supposed to be in this apartment.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Knock again.
A poor communard from the looks of it.
So the coppers
is barely bigger than...
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't...
It's generally...
Alright, well now that she's up at the door again.
Literally.
This is meant to be empty! Did you break in?
Excuse me? Of course not.
You have plenty of reason to enter.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in.
Oh, come on.
Well, that was easy.
That was smart.
Alright, you got any cans or bottles?
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
She jingles a set of keys in her hand. God, look at that face. I don't trust her.
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20, at least.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
She fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light paper-clad passport. Since she volunteered, I'll inspect the passport.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Nice haircut.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Sounds like they knew how to have a good time.
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
A glimpse to foreclosed apartment down the hallway.
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
The sum must have been puny.
Couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million-real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
My money has also disappeared, I think.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
So wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
She's still shaking her head, manicured hands now crossed over the chest. That's all, thank you.
Of course.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna steal these shoes real quick. Indirect modes of taxation. What does that mean? Affluent moneymaker man. These pear and Ingersoll shoes have no lacing but a strap and a buckle. Due to their elegant and affluent design, they have been described as the most advanced dress shoe. So advanced, in fact, that walking through slush and mud does not leave a single trace on them. I don't know, I feel kind of sad just to see my green snake shit. Whoa, look at that bag! Jiggle physics! I look like a homeless John Lennon.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
You're right, beautiful things do make people happy.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra-liberal.
Ultra-liberal.
They're either a gateway drug or a booster pack to get you deeper into free market ideology.
Okay. A blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. I will. +3 morale? Holy shit. Hypno Gamma. Looks like a fine mattress. Don't be ridiculous. You can hear it swarming with bugs.
Give me a moment.
I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment number 10. Just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Yes, radio computer wizards are coming. They're going to save the place. And the economy.
Oh, I do like wizards. And people like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates.
She means clairvoyance.
Alright, goodbye. A note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. I guess this is the one I was referring to when I spoke to that lady. I just somehow had prescient knowledge. I guess I must have seen it when I was talking to the old lady. Someone has torn down the wall. They certainly have. Must have been in a hurry if they left 20 cents in Nosafed. An old grocery list on the table, and checks. The sea below looks cold and winter grey. Is that a pirate ship? A can. Hello.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier. Who the I don't like this lady already, I'm just going to say that.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was...
Don't use that tone with me. Don't use that tone with me. I am the law.
Sod off, pig man. Art is above the law.
Despite the sass, she puts the brush aside.
A brush? An artist? The red splatter is urban expressionism. That smell coming from her paint bucket, it's not paint, it's heavy fuel oil. Red-dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
Is that government fuel oil?
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
You'd better hand it over.
Or what? You'll push me off this ledge and pry the bucket from my dead hand?
There should be a dice roll right there where you do literally that. You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
What the hell is going on with the fucking incorrect voice lines? Is my game corrupted? She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier.
Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
He's encouraging me to go nuts.